Sometimes you just want a quick, easy dinner, and today's video, we show you how to make these delicious burgers. Welcome to Pop Keto, where we aim to help you live a sustainable, low carb and keto lifestyle. Now, today's recipe is a family favorite at our house. It is easy, it is quick, and it is so yum. Sometimes you feel like you're missing out on burgers. You do not need the bun to enjoy one, and we're going to show you that today. All right, in a moment, we are going to talk to you about a few of the ingredients that we're using and why they're suitable for keto. But in the meantime, I'm going to get this going. I'm starting with about 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to put that on some heat. And in there, we are also putting 1 whole onion that's been sliced up. See if we can get that onion all coated in the butter. And I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, like so. Give that a stir again, and we'll leave that to do its thing while we chat. All right, so burgers, traditional. Obviously, it's the burger, it's the bun. Most of the time, it's got some kind of cheese on it, some kind of onion, which we're already sorting out here. And it's also usually got some kind of sauce on it. So we'll talk about what we're gonna do. Now, the 2 main bits that I wanna talk to you about today are the sauce. Today, we're gonna use mustard. Now, this here mustard is French's classic yellow mustard. Now, we've talked about this one before on some of our grocery haul videos. And the great thing about this one is the ingredients are fairly clean. Mostly just spices, some vinegar, mustard seed. We're all good with all of that. Per 100 grams, this has 1.6 grams of carb, of which 0.9 grams are sugars. When you bring it down to the amount that we are having, a good size squirt on our burger, that's a very little carbs that we're adding into this. Another big feature in a lot of burgers, especially the commercial type, are the pickles. Now, a lot of pickles, when you go and read the ingredients on the side of the tin, they will have a fair amount of sugar listed in the ingredients. This one in particular, we buy at our local Asda store, no sponsor, but all the ingredients on this are pretty good and there is no sugar. So this is the one that we have. If we want to have pickles, we're going to add a couple to this burger today. All right, so checking on the onions here, what we're looking for is we just want them to soften up really. We're not looking to brown them, we just want to soften them up. It's going to make it really nice when we combine that with the patties. All right, the other things you might want to prepare while that is going, we have sliced up some lovely red tomatoes. We've also sliced up the pickles that we were talking about just before. Now the lettuce today we are using romaine lettuce. Now there are some commercial burger places out there that when they make a bunless burger with lettuce, what they'll use is they'll use iceberg and they'll cut off the ends almost like you're cutting the cheeks off a mango. In a commercial kitchen, they'll also be cutting up the rest of it, shredding it to make lettuce for other burgers. We're not doing that. So today we are using this, and I just like the way it sits in the dish. You'll see that later. And let's talk mince real quick. Mince or ground beef, pretty much available everywhere. And we're finding that most places these days will do a variety of levels of fat in their burgers, whether it's 5, 15 or 20%. Now you'll find most juicy burgers, even at professional restaurants, are using a 20% fat. So 80% meat, 20% fat, and that's gonna give you a really juicy result. And guess what the other 2 benefits of that are? 1, it is the cheapest beef that you can buy. Number 2, we're keto, so we don't mind if there's a little bit of fat in it. So looking forward to getting that going as well. Okay, so these onions are getting closer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them on a grill behind us and we'll get started cooking the burger. Now we're doing a smash burger today. So I've got the biggest spatula I have and something to apply pressure to it with. This is my pickle packet that I use to make sauerkraut. If you have not made sauerkraut yourself, you are going to be surprised at how easy and how delicious it is. We've got a video about it. I'll put a link here. Have a go. It's so good. We're not doing it today, but you can probably even put sauerkraut on a burger. I'm going to try that sometime. Now I'm using this frying pan. Specifically, I'm using one with a lid. At some point in the recipe, I am going to put the cheese on top of the burger, and I want the steam from in the pan to help the cheese to melt all over it. So the lid is going to trap the heat in and just make that happen, and it'll be so good. So I've got the pan warming up. Now we are using a 500 gram pack of beef to make 4 patties. So it's 125 grams per patty fun fact, a quarter pounder is only 113 grams, and so these patties are bigger than a quarter pounder. All right, so I am just going to salt this side of the patty, salt it really well before I put it down, and then we smash it. Now this is going to cause it to get a really nice sear on it. And it's going to get some really nice crispy edges too. Plus having it nice and thin means it cooks quickly for you. This is going to smoke a little bit and I don't mind. Quick check on our onions and you can see they're all nice and soft now as well, so I'm going to leave them, they're ready to go. Okay, that is ready to flip now, so we're going to salt this side before we do that. Nice good salting, flip this over. Brilliant. Now that we've got this over, we're going to add some pepper to it, this side. Yum. And we're going to start actually getting ready to serve it because this won't take long on this side. We are adding our mustard sauce that we've got. Obviously, the more you like mustard, the more you put on there. I'm also going to put on a quarter of our onions that we've already cooked. That, yum. Turn it down a little bit. And now I am adding a slice of cheese. And this is where we put the lid on. To let that heat circulate there and help melt the cheese over the meat. In the meantime, we'll start preparing the plate. We've got our romaine lettuce. I'm going to put a few pieces down here. So I'm going to put two facing up and then one facing down between them. And we're going to lay our burger on there. It just gives it a real nice platform. In the meantime, also behind me, I have fried an egg. So we're going to use this on the burger as well. Now, if you are traditionally Australian, you're probably going to want to put a piece of beetroot on this. Yes, Australians don't mind a bit of beetroot on their burgers, also a bit of pineapple. Now, unfortunately, both burgers and beetroot are a bit higher in carb than we'd like to have, so we're not putting it on the burger today. Whew. Yum, and you can see that cheese melting there. That looks so good. All right, we are just about ready. I'm going to turn this heat off and we can start putting it together. So we've got our lettuce. We're going to put our burger on top of that. Awesome. Next, we're going to add some pickles. As much as you like. Try not to be too generous with the pickles. Both the pickles and the tomatoes are probably going to be your highest carb part of your burger. But I'm adding 2 slices of beautiful tomato, like so. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And it's up to you whether you want to grab some more lettuce to put a top on it and try and eat it with your hands, or if you want to eat it with a knife and fork as is. We're going to do that today. Nearly forgot the egg. Beautiful. Now with the egg, if you are going to try and eat it with your hands, maybe do it a bit more than I have, but I'm happy to eat this with a knife and fork. And there you go, look at that. A delicious burger without the bun, so much taste in it. Let's have a go at it. You can see as soon as I chop into this, woo, we're getting some yum egg drizzle. Oh, I love that. All right. Best way to tackle this, a mouthful of everything. That is everything you want in a burger. You've got the yummy beefiness, you've got the salt, gooey cheese, you got this hang of the mustard and of the pickles. If you still miss burgers after this, oh man, this is so good. And I've even put together a little bit of a bite with a bit of lettuce, and I just realized my camera was right in there. You probably didn't even see my face. Sorry about that. But this is so good. And like I said, if you wanted to put some lettuce on the top and try and hold it, you can do that as well. We prefer to eat it this way, but guys, you have to do this one. This is so good. All right, so just want to, I just want to get into the burger. That's what I just want to do. I just want to thank you guys for watching this far. We really appreciate you. Hey, if you haven't clicked subscribe yet, please feel free to do so. Have a look around the channel, see if there's any other videos that will help you out. If you enjoyed this, give it a share on Facebook and Twitter. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and we will see you next week. Bye.